Aberdeen coming so close to a debut goal, but delightful skills by Brian Laudrup on the right-hand side, leaving McKinnon for dead, and Bowen climbing well, but the header wide of target.
Well, honestly, I think Big Roy on the phone there trying to say to Aberdeen players, don't let Brian Laudrup get away from you and get a tackle on him, and it's very, very good, difficult to do that. And Gary Bowen almost making a superb debut with a goal. Unfortunate.
So just over 25 minutes of this match gone, still no scoring, but plenty of goalmouth action. Ball breaks through to Stuart McKimmie. It's Miller. Good play by Miller. McKimmie again. Aberdeen playing with a lot of confidence here, but it's Cleland stepping in. The ball runs away from him. Rangers fans claim he was impeded, but the referee shakes his head. And Gary Smith plays that one through, looking for Dodds. It's a bit ambitious, and it's behind for the goal kick. And Billy Dodds with 9 goals so far this season, 3 of them coming from the penalty spot. Celebrated his 26th birthday last Sunday. Ball played in almost behind Stephen Wright, and he does the sensible thing, he whacks it out of play. Almost caught there, the young defender. So Rangers have the throw down towards the corner flag. Bowen who provides the cross. It's away by Gary Smith, and as far as McCall. And Laudrup is back over on the far side again. Difficult man to pin down. Referee allowing advantage here. It's Charlie Miller with a shot. That's a fine effort, dipping just over the crossbar. Well, the referee explaining to Laudrup he was allowing advantage, and although the Dane went down quite heavily, the chance was certainly on for Charlie Miller. That was good refereeing by Jim McCluskey, and the ball dipping just over the bar.
Yeah, it was good refereeing. He realised Brian had been taken, but Charlie Miller was in a good shooting opportunity. Let play go on with advantage, and I just took time out to explain to Brian why.
It's Goff's header, a little touch by Miller. A long one from Robertson. Headed down by Ingalls. It's picked up by Laudrup. And he's challenged by Kane, and it's a free kick against the Aberdeen player. So much hinging on Laudrup for Rangers this afternoon again. He's causing problems on both flanks. That's Richard Goff to take this one for Rangers. Inevitably aimed in towards Hateley, but again Aberdeen managed to scramble it clear. It's McCall's header. This is Laudrup. Switch of play to Bolly. Good play by Charlie Miller, stepping away from Kane initially, and then from McKinnon. Trying to get the cross in there, but the Dons have possession again. This is Joe Miller. Forced to check his stride there by Cleland. Crossfield pass, but just a little bit ambitious, just too much in it as he tried to pick out Ian Jess. But, the intention was good. And Joe Miller playing with plenty of confidence. Away by Ingalls, in comes Moore with a good solid challenge against Joe Miller. With Gary Smith. McCall comes in for Rangers. It's away by Ingalls. This is Shearer with Goff. Goff wins it. That's Bowen. That's another risky one there, but goes all the way through to Maxwell. It's played now for Hateley. There's one initially by Stephen Wright. This is Jess. Right again, quickly closed down by Robertson. Bowen has it, but Robertson intercepts. Aberdeen getting players forward here now. It's Jess playing it into the danger area. No, Shearer and Dodds were getting forward, but not quite quickly enough. And now it's Rangers on the break through Cleland. This is McCall. Miller. In steps Robertson, good positive play by the Rangers fullback. He tries a shot, it's punched down by Snelders. And McCall sends it high over the bar. Well, Robertson packing a tremendous shot there. 3 goals he has this season. We saw him last week in splendid action. Hits it there like a bullet with the left foot, and it broke out then to McCall.
Really does. Sometimes when he comes forward, David Robertson, he looks so quick he could catch pigeons sometimes, and it was a superb shot. Snelders was equal to it, and McCall couldn't get the rebound on target. But it really is impressive when he comes forward like that, David Robertson.
So just over half an hour gone in this Bell's Premier Division match here at Pittodrie. Still no scoring. It's headed away there by Paul Kane. It's left now to Robertson, who can certainly fire them in from great distance. Tries to pick out Haitley, just on the edge of the box. Singles climbs well up. This is McCall for Rangers. Across now to Moore. Boley is there in support. Laudrup runs ahead of him. Boley, though, struggling a bit. Well, he gets a free kick, but Boley looking a bit uncomfortable in the ball again this afternoon. But a chance here for Rangers to do something. It's McCall who's poised over the ball. Boley has pushed right into the penalty area to join Haitley. Goff's gone forward as well. It's played shot to Cleland. Plenty of aerial threat there. Goff climbs, and that's well held by Theo Snelders. Goff coming in with a late run there to the penalty area, and picked out by Alec Cleland.
Yeah, good run from Richard Goff. I thought he was going to get the first cross to him, but it went short to Cleland. Cleland chipped a lovely ball in. Richard just not getting enough on it. It seems a good ball in. Richard climbed above him, just couldn't get enough on it to the side. Theo Snelders took quite comfortably.
Maxwell coming right out of his area. This is Cleland going for this one, but he's beaten by Smith. It breaks out now to Laudrup. McCall who played it to him. Laudrup stepping inside, trying to change direction, but McKimmie was wise to that one. Through now for Dodds, and it's Craig Moore coming across to provide good cover as Richard Goff stumbled. This is Robertson for Rangers, and there's no flag against Laudrup, who breaks in a lot of space here. Rangers getting players forward. Haitley's in the middle, Charlie Miller there too. Laudrup tries to go it alone. Oh, Laudrup given a remarkable amount of space on the right-hand side of the pitch there, but it's Aberdeen now on the break. McKinnon playing it to Kane. It's Goff who steps in for Rangers, just ahead of Dodds. That was good play by the Rangers skipper. Forward now by McCall, picked up by Laudrup. Breaks away to Boley. This is Moore. Under pressure from Shearer. And he does the sensible thing. And Maxwell has plenty of time to launch that one forward, looking for Haitley. And it's Kane who steps in for Aberdeen. Kick by Snelders. Goff gets in the header there for Rangers. Miller's solidly challenged, and the referee eventually steps in, and he's having to calm things down, and he wants a word there with Ray McKinnon. Just a flash of temper shown.
I thought for a minute the way John McCluskey went in there, I thought he wanted to take the free kick himself. Charlie just being on the ground and the ball in between legs. People so desperate to get the ball. Nothing much in that.
And this is Charlie Miller playing it through for McCall. He does well to get that out in the direction of Cleland. That's a good challenge going in from Stuart McKimmie. It's being left to Craig Moore. Looking for Haitley. It's Cleland up. Moore again, and his cross charged down. Stuart McKimmie again making the interception. This is McCall. Moore. Laudrup. Moore again. A chance to get the cross in here. Takes a deflection off McKimmie though. In comes Robertson, he charges that ball down as Jess tried to play it forward. So Stephen Wright sending it through for 35 minutes of the match gone. No scoring here at Pittodrie, but two very committed sides, and both sides have certainly had their chances. It's a volley, climbing well. McKinnon plays it through. It's cut out by Robertson. And Maxwell certainly looks comfortable with the pass back. That's a nice touch there by Haitley to Laudrup. Haitley racing into the area. McCall's arriving. Cleland's on the far side, but that's a good challenge going in by Stephen Wright, who's looked comfortable in that position this afternoon, playing it in the right back role. Well, a fumble there by Snelders, and he's not happy with Ingalls. The defender standing in front of him as that throw-in came over, and the goalkeeper lost the ball in flight, and he was most unhappy. Mainly angry at himself at not actually collecting the ball. I think Big Ingalls was wanting him just to take the ball, but certainly wasn't happy with him. Thankfully for Aberdeen, it came to nothing. Well, Maxwell's been comfortable enough with the pass back so far this afternoon, but he'll not be happy with that particular clearance. And the wind's certainly whipping up a bit now. It's really clouded over, and it's getting quite cold. I just hope that the wind factor doesn't spoil the entertainment value. This is Craig Moore getting the ball clear, but only as far as McKinnon. He hits an early one in, and that's carefully watched by Maxwell. Willie Maxwell, of course, who won a Scottish Cup medal with Motherwell a few years back, and played in the final last year for Rangers against Dundee United. Very much about the big occasion, and this is a big one this afternoon, especially for Aberdeen. It's McCall playing it through. Ingalls does well, getting his head to that, but the referee steps in towards a free kick to Rangers. They're in a hurry to get on with things. McCall takes it, the cross there to Laudrup. Joe Miller doing well. Cleland had run ahead of Laudrup there and was shouting for the ball, but Miller getting through a power of work. But McKimmie losing out now to Charlie Miller. The offside flag had gone up in any case against Haitley, but the referee spotting the linesman, allowed play to go on. Good refereeing again by Mr. McCluskey. Meanwhile, the flag has gone up on the far side. And this time it's a free kick to Rangers. But Mr. McCluskey trying to let the game flow as much as possible. Stephen Wright making that challenge. This is Jess, he's under pressure here now from Bowen, who rather dived in there, and he gets a lot of warning from the referee. A rash challenge. Well, Jim certainly has policed today, refereed well, but I think that was the first time I think I would agree if he'd taken out his yellow card. Gary Bowen very lucky. Big two-footed tackle going in there not to be yellow carded. The referee giving plenty of respect to the players, and he'll be expecting them to respond and get on with the game, which they are doing to a great extent. This is Haitley, and that's a late one by Robertson, and I think this will be a booking. I think the referee now has said enough is enough. There have been a few skirmishes, a few late challenges, and Robertson is the one who has to pay the penalty for going in late there. Yeah, I think quite rightly, like you say, I think referees are being criticised quite a lot for not trying to let the game flow and things. Jim certainly has tried to do that today, but really, with the tackles that's been going in, he had no option there but to caution David Robertson. So it's Gary Smith with the free kick, and that's a foul against Haitley inside his own penalty area. He was nudged there by Ingalls. And the Rangers fans certainly not happy howling away just below a commentary position. So just under 5 minutes of this first half left. It's Aberdeen 0, Rangers 0. Hafley gets his head to that one. It's picked up though by Kane. It's played wide now to Ian Jess. Aberdeen pushing plenty of players forward. Jess has a bit to do here. And sends in the cross. It's Dodds getting a bit of space. And he couldn't get in any power on the header, but that was an alarming moment there for the Rangers defence. Jess really didn't have any options up to him but to hit in the high ball, and suddenly Dodds was in there and he had a real chance.
Oh, Richard, you should have known better there. Looking towards the ball, Billy Dodds sneaking in behind him and really didn't make any sort of contact at all. And that's possibly the best chance of the game there for Aberdeen. But interesting to see how quickly Aberdeen are throwing the ball into the box to try and upset the Rangers defence as quickly as they possibly can.
This is Joe Miller. Running that one right out of play. It's Moore for Rangers. Oh, Gary Smith looking for too much time in the ball, but Hafley coming across and stumbling at the vital moment. Hafley hasn't quite got going in this first half. And it's Dodds again, and Bolly does well. It's a very good challenge indeed.
It's possibly been a little bit more difficult for Mark today, playing up front more so on his own and not really being able to flick the ball on, more so try and hold the ball up, and most of his headers today have either been to the side or back towards the Rangers midfield.
It's Dodds sending in the early cross. Shearer's up there. Jess is arriving, but just too late. And the ball goes behind for the goal kick.
Again, an indication. I think it's obviously instructions from Big Roy. They want the ball in the box as quickly as they can. And certainly Joe Miller and Dion Jess have been doing exactly that. And it's certainly on a couple of occasions anyway, and certainly caused Rangers a few problems.
Maxwell taking his time about this one. Just under 3 minutes of the first half left. Little touch here by Hafley, looking for Boland. Stephen Wright's with him. Boland battles well, look, Hafley's in the middle. The ball's beyond him though, McKimmy's there. And eventually it's swept away by Gary Smith. And this is Joe Miller. McKinnon does well to get it through to Dodds. It's McKinnon again, Jess is on the right, a bit of space here. This is Jess, Robertson comes to meet him. Jess getting in the cross, McKinnon's there. And the ball goes behind for the goal kick. A bit of space opening up on the right-hand side for Ian Jess. And it was McKinnon stealing in there on the near side area as the cross was delivered. So Aberdeen giving a good account of themselves in this first half and showing that there's no way they should be in their present predicament. Stephen Wright. Dodds makes a run forward, but Maxwell gathers easily. Well, that was cam play with Gary Smith, with Hafley in close attendance. They'll either get a pat in the back from Roy Aitken or a real rocket at half-time. Composed play by the central defender. Here come Aberdeen again. It's Stephen Wright. It's Wright again. So we're inside the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, it's been a good first half, Jerry. I think a much more improved performance by Aberdeen, like you said. Although they've certainly got it all to do in the second half. There's no news having a good 45 minutes and then be beaten. There's plenty for Roy to think about. There's plenty of positive things to take out from the first half. He certainly left us hoping for a really good second half. Certainly chances for both teams. Both will be looking to make a big impression in the second half.
This is McCall for Rangers. And both sets of defenders and both managers as the Rangers management team, and Walter Smith, Archie Knox, both management teams are telling them just to keep it calm now. It's time for any mistakes in the final seconds of the first half. There have been one or two stoppages, so there could still be time for some damage, especially with this man charging forward. It's Laudrup. He topples to the ground there, but the referee well up with the play. He's not interested. Laudrup is a bit unhappy, but Jim McCluskey showing absolutely no reaction at all. So we're now into stoppage time. As Dodds ticks down the ball, controls it well. This is Kane. And Jess keeping possession. Cross now to Smith. That's McKimmie. Through for Dodds. Tries to turn away from Gough. Bolly comes across. It's McKimmie again for Aberdeen. It's headed away by Robertson. This is Laudrup. He's quickly closed down. There's too many Aberdeen players around him. And Aberdeen maybe starting to get to grips with Laudrup. But that's always a dangerous thing to say. This is Kane. And it's Gough stepping in for Rangers now, leaving it to Gary Bowen. And this is Robertson. Catley. It's a minute of stoppage time in this first half, but Aberdeen have it again. It's Joe Miller trying to force the play forward. It's well cut out by Richard Gough. This is Charlie Miller now. And eventually it goes all the way through to Ali Maxwell. That could well be the last action of the first half. The referee checks his watch. He looks out towards the linesman. A long one played forward, it drops in behind the defence, but across came Gary Smith. Ingalls was toiling there with Heatley in close attendance, but Gary Smith provided the cover. It's headed down by Shearer. Volley's there though, nice little ball through to McCall. It's missed though by Laudrup. Shearer picks it up now for the Dons. It's wide to Joe Miller. That's a free kick to Aberdeen. So that's 2 minutes of stoppage time played in this first half, and Joe Miller completely blocked there by Craig Moore. So who knows, there might be some drama yet. It's played in by Miller. Long one to the far side. Heatley's back helping to defend. It's picked up now by David Robertson. And that's out for the throw to Rangers. Referee checks his watch. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, a good, exciting first half. Plenty of goalmouth incident. Both sides making chances, but neither taking them. The half-time score here at Pittodrie is Aberdeen 0, Rangers 0.
And the whole of the second half coming up shortly. And before that, Gordon Smith and Charlie Nicholas chew over the talking points of the first 45 minutes. That's coming in a couple of minutes. 89 against Rangers. Did you enjoy that one, Charlie?
Very rare for a header when me scoring with the head. Very rare.
Interesting hairstyle then.
I think it was an Alan Rupp pair I had there.
Was the ball in, Jim? That's what I want to know.
Well, and of course it was in. The referee is always right, Gordon.
Well, of course, it's Aberdeen 0, Rangers 0 at Pittodrie this afternoon, half-time. Gordon, what did you make of the first 45?
It was fast and furious. I mean, it was played like a cup tie. Aberdeen players want to show that they're giving everything. They don't want to have any fingers pointed at them for this game, that's for sure. But, you know, there was intermittent periods of good play. Good football broke out, as they say, during it. And, you know, both teams created some nice chances at times.
Yes. Charlie, Aberdeen positive right from the word go. And Duncan Shearer was involved as early as the second minute.
Yeah, they started very brightly. I think both teams have, as Gordon said, played good football, although it's been 100 mile an hour. Great ball for Gary Smith. Probably just couldn't get up enough to get it down. But they started very brightly. I think he's really hoping to hit the target there, but it's just too high for him.
And Shearer involved as we thought.
Always looking a threat again.
Sure. At the other end, Gordon, Heatley laid off a good ball for Charlie Miller and a great shot from him.
Yeah, the Rangers just bursting forward at that point in time, and when the ball just laid back, and it was a great strike. And Snelder's very, very quick to get down to it there, because Charlie Miller just drew on it as quick as he could, pulled the trigger as fast as possible. But you know, Snelder's a hard keeper to beat for that sort of range.
So we thought a goal was coming, and again at the other end, Charlie,
yeah.
Billy Dodds involved again with Shearer, but Maxwell had to look quick.
Yeah, Billy Dodds has looked very busy. He's had a couple of chances. He just doesn't get enough bend in the ball for Shearer there, and it makes it easier for Ali Maxwell. But it was interesting with Billy Dodds getting in behind Robertson, who's made a forward run, getting in that area, and really I think he could have done better for Shearer.
Alex Cleland making his debut for Rangers, Gordon. I know he's a player you both rate. Schneider's had to look quick to get out and stop him.
Yeah, he's been quite busy, Cleon, considering he is a fullback. I think this was a good ball played in behind. I thought Theo Snellers just reacted a bit slowly at first, and it looked as if his timing of it was wrong. But this was a challenge he really had to make properly, because you're looking at either Cleon going past him, knocking it in the box, or else even bringing him down if Cleon knocks it to the side. So Theo had to be absolutely perfect in that example.
Yes, indeed. OK, well, we're going back for the second half in a couple of minutes. And don't forget, later in the programme, the best of the action from the Coca-Cola Cup. But it's to Pittodrie next after this short break. 8 Skol Cup final. The teams will be back out at Pittodrie any time now. It's 0-0 up there. But Charlie, as we thought, Laudrup featuring prominently.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. He can take it in any foot. He's been inside the fullbacks, both fullbacks. He's been inside them and he's been round them. He creates so much space for other players. He must be a treat to play with. You see him here. He's wanting a couple of defenders to come to him. And he's suddenly there. His keenness to get back in the ball. But in these positions, a lot of people just sling it over early. He hits the dead ball line. He hits the byline and creates danger.
Superb at getting himself space there, wasn't he? I mean, just look, a little shuffle, left foot onto right foot and back onto the right, and the cross came in. And I think if Mark Hateley had attacked that might have been a goal. But in fairness to Aberdeen, I think as the first half wore on, they get more of a grip of Laudrup. He had a great spell in the middle where it looked as if he was going to open them up. But then, just as we saw in the latter part of the first half, they managed to start winning the ball off him, and that's something they've got to do in the second half if they want to keep Rangers quiet.
Still think we'll get goals, yes?
Yes,
I think there will be a goal.
I think there'll be a few goals.
OK. Well, let's go back to Pittodrie then. Aberdeen against Rangers. Roy Aitken's first match in charge as manager. Now let's join Alan McInally and Jerry McNee.
And welcome back, everyone, to Pittodrie. And Aberdeen have made a change. Stephen Glass, you see they're wearing the number 14 jersey, has come on. And Stuart McKimmie appears to be the man who's left the field. Just a quick check around the Rangers team. No changes there. So Aberdeen preparing to kick off, and this is the 79th Premier League meeting between the clubs. The Dons have won 35, Rangers 22, 21 have been drawn. Rangers, in fact, have won just 6 times here at Pittodrie since the advent of the Premier Division. So despite all the successes of recent years, they still find this a difficult place to come and win. And there's the offside flag going up against Hateley. So there's 19-year-old Stephen Glass, an offsided player. He was farmed out to Crombie Juniors, and he also helped the Dons to the Scottish Youth League a couple of years back. He's had 8 starts this season, so first-team football, not particularly new to him. Meanwhile, the offside flag is up against Billy Dodds at the other end.
Well, I can only presume that after that rather awkward fall Stuart had in the first half, he's obviously feeling a little bit at half-time. Big Roy decided to make the change. Although I don't know how comfortable young Mr. Glass will be at left back. I certainly hope he does okay.
Well, he makes an early challenge there, and in fact the throw-in goes Aberdeen's way. Well, that's certainly his natural side of the field.